Van's rescue teams swing back into action again, probing the rubble for survivors amid reports of voices calling for help. More than 2 weeks after the initial quake, and despite more than 600 dead and around 1,400 aftershocks, people had resumed living in some of Van's buildings. More than a week ago, government officials had told locals in Van that it was safe to go back inside. This seems a tragic misjudgment. Turkish earthquake monitors now say this 5.6 magnitude quake was not an aftershock, but a whole new plate movement. At 9:23 at night, a new fault line came into play in the region. Local news shows a hotel demolished in the centre of Van. Reportedly, it had dozens of occupants, despite eyewitnesses describing large cracks in the walls after the first quake. Some guests have been rescued alive, many others are buried. When the first quake happened on October the 23rd, locals criticised the slowness of the government's response. The region now has experienced rescue teams and lifting equipment on hand. More are on their way. At least 2,000 buildings were destroyed across the region in the first quake, and nearly 4,000 more declared unfit for habitation. But questions are now being asked about why a comprehensive assessment of the structural safety of the remaining buildings had not yet been made. Turkish authorities said in the wake of this quake that they were planning to start that inspection after the Eid holidays. Anita, McNaught, Al Jazeera, Istanbul.